Good afternoon and happy Clean Air Day, everyone. My name is Joey Legaspi, and I'd like to welcome you to South Coast Air Quality Management District's Clean Air Program for Elementary Students Clean Air Day virtual event. We want to thank you for joining us today to celebrate the importance of clean air and to learn a little bit more about how we can all do our part to help keep our air clean and to become clean air heroes. Today, you'll be a part of an interactive virtual event showcasing the importance of good air quality. But before we move on, do you know the history of Clean Air Day? It's a relatively new day here in California, but it's been celebrated since 2017. The goal of Clean Air Day is to unite people to improve our community health. By working together for a day of action, we can help improve air quality and improve public health. Today, we gather as a day of action to help make this a better planet for you, your family, your friends, and your community. And now from South Coast AQMD, let me introduce Lisa Tanaka. Lisa is with Public Affairs, and she will talk a little bit about the South Coast Air Quality Management District. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Joey. And thanks to all of you for joining us today for our virtual Clean Air Day event. South Coast AQMD is the local agency responsible for reducing air pollution and protecting public health in most of Los Angeles, Riverside, and San Bernardino counties, as well as the entire Orange County. So that means we're protecting people from the ocean all the way to the desert, including the Coachella Valley. And that's more than 17 million of us. Today, we're here to share with you the importance of clean air, how air pollution can affect your health, and actions that each of us can take to reduce air pollution. We're going to feature 3 videos, and after each video, there'll be a question to test your knowledge. And by participating today, you'll be able to join our Clean Air Hero team. Now it's time for our first video, Air Pollution 101, which provides information on air pollution, its impact on you and your community. So pay close attention because we're going to ask you a question after the video ends.
J. Simon. The South Coast Air Quality Management District, or South Coast AQMD, has created this really cool program called CAPES, which stands for Clean Air Program for Elementary Students. It's for students like you and me. Today, we are going to learn about air quality and the effects it has on you and your community. We will also show you how to become a clean air hero. South Coast AQMD helps protect the air we breathe in Southern California, specifically in large areas of Los Angeles, Orange, Riverside, and San Bernardino counties, including the Coachella Valley. That means they protect the air for a whopping 17 million people, which includes you and me. Now that's a lot of people. Air quality is how clean or polluted the air is in a specific area. South Coast AQMD can predict air quality, and they can also predict wind direction and other weather patterns, like hot or windy days. Whoa, now, that's cool. Now, what is in the air that we breathe? The air is made up of gases such as nitrogen and oxygen. There are also small amounts of other gases too. Air pollution occurs when gases, dust, smoke, or odors get into the air and make it unclean. Air pollution harms the health of humans, animals, and plants. Where does air pollution come from? Air pollution comes from what we call mobile and stationary sources. Mobile sources of air pollution are emitted from moving objects such as cars, trucks, ships, trains, and planes. They mostly burn fossil fuels like gasoline, oil, and natural gas. Stationary sources of air pollution are emitted by non-moving sources such as gas stations, refineries, factories, and power plants. These sources can also burn fossil fuels. As you can see, air pollution can come from many different sources. Although air is made up of gases like oxygen that helps us breathe, there are also greenhouse gases that contribute to trapping heat on Earth. Some greenhouse gases include carbon dioxide and methane. Methane is an example of a greenhouse gas that comes from sources such as landfills, the natural gas industry, and gas emitted from livestock such as waste from cows. When there are a lot of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the Earth can become too hot. Currently, certain human activities are adding a lot of greenhouse gases to the atmosphere. For example, carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas that can be caused when people drive cars, ride on airplanes, and when we use energy from power plants. When we burn fossil fuels like gasoline and oil, that also makes greenhouse gases. The more greenhouse gases are in the atmosphere, the more they trap heat. Particulate matter comes directly from human activities and also forms in the atmosphere when other gases react with each other. Particulate matter is made up of solid and liquid particles in the air that include dust, pollen, soot, smoke, and liquid droplets. Sometimes particulate matter can be seen like ash falling from the sky during a wildfire or dust carried by the wind. But in other cases, it's so small, we can't see it. So how do we know we can't see it? Scientists used microscopes and found fine particulate matter is 3% the diameter of a strand of human hair. Now that's really small. Why can particulate matter be dangerous? Well, it can damage our lungs. Larger particulate matter is usually filtered out by our nose, but the tiny ones get stuck in our throat and lungs, and even travel through our lungs to our bloodstream. These tiny particles or fine particulate matter affect you and me because our lungs are still growing. It can irritate our eyes, nose, and throat. It also affects older adults like our grandparents and people with conditions like asthma because they are more sensitive to unhealthy air. On the positive side, there are clean air choices we can make and activities we can do every day to make the air cleaner. Some examples of clean air choices include riding a bike, carpooling, driving an electric or fuel cell car, reusing items, turning off lights, and recycling. We can also stop burning wood and use an electric lawnmower or leaf blower. Together, with South Coast AQMD, we can all do our part by doing at least one thing to help protect the air and environment. Want to know what the air quality is near you? Ask a family member to help you download the free South Coast AQMD app from the App Store or Google Play and check the air quality out for yourself. It is also available in Spanish. You can help clean the air we breathe, protect others by informing them and becoming a clean air hero, like me.
We hope that you paid attention to the last video because now it's time to test your knowledge. Get ready. We're going to share a question on screen. Which of the following activities does not cause air pollution? Is it riding your bike, driving a gasoline-powered car, wildfires, or factories? Now, students and classrooms, we're going to give you about a minute to take a response. But Lisa, I'm seeing these responses come on in, and good job, everyone. But Lisa, what is your favorite way to reduce air pollution?
Oh, my favorite things. My favorite things are ice cream, paletas, boba, slushies. Oh, sorry, Joey. Wait, I must be hungry. Those are my favorite food. My favorite way to reduce air pollution. So I like to ride my bike to the corner store to pick up my favorite treat. It's a win-win. I get my treat, I get exercise, and I don't create air pollution by driving my car. That's what I like to do. Looks like the students have some good answers too. I'm seeing come in, Joey.
Indeed, Lisa. So yeah, let's go through the question one more time for our students in attendance. Which of the following activities does not cause air pollution? Is it riding your bike? Is it driving a gasoline-powered car? Is it wildfires? Or perhaps it's factories? And the answer is, that is correct. That is correct, students. Riding your bike does not cause air pollution. It is a great way to be outdoors. Now back to you, Lisa.
Wow, great job. That was 100% for everyone, A+. So thanks, Joey. And now our next video is called Clean Air Choices. In this video, you're going to learn about technologies and choices we can make to help improve air quality. You're also going to learn about renewable energy, which creates almost no or zero air pollution. Let's watch.
Everyone. My name is Samara Jackson. Welcome to the Clean Air Program for Elementary Students, or CAPES for short. I am here to tell you how you can be a clean air hero. The South Coast Air Quality Management District, also known as South Coast AQMD, is responsible for reducing air pollution so we can all breathe healthy, clean air. If you've watched other CAPES videos, you may have learned that air pollution is a mixture of gases and small particles in the air that can affect your health. Each of us can help reduce air pollution. We can make choices that help us all have cleaner and therefore healthier air to breathe. An example of a clean air choice might be riding a bike to school instead of being driven in a gasoline-powered car. A bike is an example of a zero-emission technology because it does not create any air pollution. Your legs are creating the energy to get you to where you want to go. Burning fuel, like gasoline, creates air pollution. To recap, a zero-emission technology is a machine or piece of equipment that does not emit harmful air pollutants. There are also low-emission technologies. A low-emission technology is a machine or equipment that releases very small or low amounts of air pollution. For example, a hybrid car runs on both electricity and gasoline. Because it doesn't always burn fuel to move, it emits less pollution. A hybrid car is cleaner than one that is only powered by gasoline. I bet you're wondering why gasoline or other fuels like diesel create air pollution. Diesel is a fuel that is often used in trucks and other big pieces of equipment like trains and ships. In a gasoline or diesel-powered engine, the fuel is burned and released as carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxide and other harmful pollution. These are gases that increase air pollution. Air pollution can make it harder for people to breathe. When a person makes a clean air choice, they use a technology that releases little to no harmful pollutants. Some clean air technologies are electric lawnmowers and leaf blowers, electric cars, and natural gas barbecues. Did you know that activities and choices we make each day can have an impact on air quality? Our transportation, lights, and even the water we use require energy to work and to be delivered to our homes. There are cleaner energy choices that are better for our air and planet. Renewable energy is energy that comes from sources that nature will replace, like wind, water, and sunlight. Solar power is an example of renewable energy. Solar energy harnesses the power of the sun. It does not contribute to air pollution. Windmills and turbines collect the energy from the wind to create electricity, or wind power. There are many other sources of renewable energy. Do you have ideas on how to create other types of renewable energy? Today, we learned about clean air technologies to help reduce air pollution and to protect our health. Each of you can make choices to help reduce air pollution. You can also consider a career or job creating new technologies for our clean air future. You can get more information on zero or low emission technologies by visiting South Coast AQMD's website at aqmd.gov or by downloading the free South Coast AQMD app from the App Store or Google Play. Don't forget to get permission from your parents or guardians first. Before we go, do you know the difference between weather and climate? You can't weather a tree, but you can climb it. Now you know different ways that you can be a clean air hero. Bye, everyone.
Hey students, it's Joey again, and here comes our next question for you. Which is not a type of renewable energy? Is it wind energy, solar energy, water energy, or fossil fuels? Hey, Lisa, can you tell me a little bit about why you like working for South Coast AQMD and in air quality issues?
That's a great question, Joey. So as a kid growing up in Los Angeles, the air pollution or smog was so bad, I couldn't even see the nearby mountains. And some days the pollution was so bad that we couldn't go outside for recess or lunch. So that means we stayed inside and didn't get to play at all. And so it felt like, Joey, have you ever gone swimming in a pool where there's too much chlorine and your eyes burn and your chest hurts?
I have, and that's definitely not very fun.
So that's what it felt like when I was growing up as a little kid. It was so bad we couldn't go out. So now I work for South Coast AQMD, and I get to work with the most amazing scientists and engineers and artists and writers and policymakers. And I just love it. And it makes me feel good because I hope that I can help everyone be able to enjoy the outdoors and not experience the air pollution. How is our poll doing, Joey? Are they
why don't we take a look at our poll and see how our students are doing? And while we're doing that, let's ask that question one more time. Which is not a type of renewable energy? Is it wind energy, solar energy, water energy, or fossil fuels? And how about the answer? And that is correct, students. Fossil fuels are not a type of renewable energy. Now back to you, Lisa.
Wow, great job again, students. So now we have our next video. It's called Clean Air Tools, and it's going to show us some of the equipment that South Coast AQMD uses to measure air pollution and to help clean the air.
Hello, everyone. My name is Micah Abbey. Welcome to the Clean Air Program for elementary students, or CAPES for short. I'm here to tell you how you can be a clean air hero. South Coast Air Quality Management District, also known as South Coast AQMD, is responsible for improving the air quality in our neighborhoods so we can all breathe healthy, clean air. Every superhero has special powers and amazing gadgets. Like a superhero, South Coast AQMD uses the power of knowledge and many different types of tools to measure or monitor what is in the air we breathe. Knowing what the air quality is as important as knowing the weather. We'll talk more about this a little later. If you've watched other CAPES videos, you may have learned that air pollution is a mixture of gases and small particles in the air that can affect your health. These gases and small particles are some of the pollutants that South Coast AQMD measures. Let's talk about a few air pollutants. Particulate matter, or PM, is a mixture of dust-like materials and liquid droplets. Sometimes you can see PM, and sometimes it's too small to be seen with our eyes. It comes from trucks, planes, trains, construction sites, fires, as well as refineries and factories. Particulate matter can also form in the atmosphere due to chemical reactions. Other types of pollution can be gases. Carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxides, known as NOx, are gases that increase air pollution. They are released from cars, trucks, and other types of engines, and can also come from heaters, fireplaces, and other things that burn fuel to work. Another pollutant is called ozone. Ozone is formed in the atmosphere when heat and sunlight cause chemical reactions between NOx and volatile organic compounds known as VOCs. In Southern California, our natural land formations or topography and weather in our region play a big role in the formation of ozone. We have a coast with cool ocean breezes, mountain ranges, and sunshine almost year-round. The mountain ranges and ocean breezes trap air pollution in the region. Often a layer of hot air over our area acts as a lid and prevents our air pollution from mixing with clean air higher in the atmosphere. The trapped air pollutants, including NOx and VOCs, are cooked under the sun, which then forms ozone and particulate matter. Now that we know about some types of pollution that South Coast AQMD measures, let's talk about the tools they use to monitor our air quality. Air quality monitors like this one are used to measure pollution levels. Air monitors can even tell you what type of pollution is in the air. It's important to monitor the pollution in the air. Just like the way a smoke detector can detect smoke, air quality monitors and sensors can detect and measure pollution. Air monitors measure pollution levels in the surrounding areas where they are placed. Air monitors can also be mobile electronic devices. Did you know there are air quality sensors that can be used in a car while you're biking or walking to different areas? South Coast AQMD also has air monitoring stations throughout our communities that are equipped with some of the best technologies available to measure air pollution. These air monitoring stations collect information about a wide range of pollutants, including particulate matter, gases, and ozone. There are many other types of equipment used to help monitor air quality. For example, optical gas imaging cameras allow a person to detect invisible gas leaks. Other tools that can be used to collect air samples are Suma canisters and Tedlar bags. These portable tools collect samples that can be used to determine the air quality of an area for a specific time. A sample is a small part of something that shows what the whole is like. Samples for large areas are carefully chosen using the scientific method. For example, South Coast AQMD collects small portions of air from various parts of a city based on weather, location, and other factors, then analyzes those samples to create what is called a model. The model provides a picture of the air quality for the whole city. So, what does South Coast AQMD do with all this air monitoring information? It's used to understand the quality of air we are breathing. The Air Quality Index is a scale used to show how polluted the air is in an area. The higher the AQI value, the greater the level of air pollution and the greater the health concern. For example, an AQI value of 0 to 50 represents good air quality, but an AQI value of 300 to 500 is hazardous to our health. You can get the daily air quality forecast, just like you check the weather, by visiting South Coast AQMD's website or by downloading the free South Coast AQMD app from the App Store or Google Play. Don't forget to get permission from your parents or guardian first. You can check the air quality and be your neighborhood's clean air superhero. Today, we learned that South Coast AQMD uses many different types of air monitoring tools. Knowing your air quality is important to protect your health and the health of your friends and family. Before we go, what kind of underpants do clouds wear? Thunderwear! Now you know some of the tools used by South Coast AQMD's Clean Air Heroes. Bye, everyone!
Hey students, those were some neat tools, weren't they? Hopefully you learned some great ways to be a clean air hero. And now we would like to invite our classes to take part in our final question. Which of the following is not a clean air tool? Is it a Tedlar bag, air quality sensors, the air quality index, Suma canisters, or is it a paper bag? Now, you might have gotten some clues from our last video, but Lisa, it looks like our students were paying some great attention again.
Sure does, Joey. But while we're waiting for everyone to respond, let me tell you a joke.
I'd love to hear a joke.
All right, Joey. Why did the sun go to school?
Why, Lisa? I don't know. Can you tell me why?
To get brighter.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. So why don't we read through our questions one more time just to kind of see where our students at with responding to our poll. Which of the following is not a clean air tool? Is it a Tedlar bag, air quality sensor, the air quality index, Suma canisters, or a paper bag? And the answer is, it's a paper bag. Well, helpful to bring your lunch to school is not a clean air tool. Lisa, now back to you.
Wow, great job, everyone. Thank you, Joey. And thanks to all of you again for joining us today for our Clean Air Day to learn how we can be part of the solution for our friends and family and community for clean air. And students, today, by participating in our event, you'll receive a Clean Air Hero certificate and a reusable eco-friendly water bottle, which we'll be mailing out soon. And teachers, we didn't forget you. You'll also receive some great interactive exercises you can share with your students in the classroom, and we'll send those by email. And now you're all ready to go out and be clean air heroes. We hope you enjoyed today's event, and on behalf of South Coast Air Quality Management District, thank you so much for joining us.